This video is about calculus and differentiation, and particularly about the tangent to a curve. So let's take this example. Here I have the sketch of a cubic curve, and the question says find the equation of the tangent to this curve, and the curve is y equals x cubed minus 4x at the point 2, 0. So now what do they actually mean by this? Well, first of all, I'm going to mark that point 2, 0 on the diagram so I can see it clearly. And then I'm going to draw the tangent to the curve. So I've drawn in the tangent to the curve there in yellow, and I can see that the tangent to the curve is just a line. So a tangent is always a line. So what they're really saying in this question is find the equation of a line. And of course, I know that to find the equation of a line, I need two things. I need a point, and they've told me what point to use. They've said at the point 2, 0. And I also need a slope. Now don't forget, we've said in previous videos that the slope is just the same thing as dy dx. So I really want to find dy dx at that point 2, 0. And I'll have to find this before I can find the equation of the tangent. But it's pretty straightforward to do. I'll just take my function y equals x cubed minus 4x. So there's my function. And I want to find slope. I want to find dy dx. dy dx, so, is 3x squared minus 4 in this case. But now that'd be a funny looking slope to fill into the equation of a line formula, wouldn't it? So I actually need to work it out as a value. And I can do that because I'm really finding the slope, or dy dx, at 2, 0. So I'm specifically going to fill in that x value from the point to work out the slope that I want. So in goes the x value, and then off to the calculator to evaluate that, and I get minus 4. So this minus 4 is the slope of the tangent. No, I've made a mistake. Do you see what it was? What did I fill in? I filled in 0. I should have filled in 2. Let's go back and fix that. And the reason that I spotted my mistake there, just so you can kind of see where my brain is going, is that the slope of the tangent was minus 4. Well, that couldn't be right, because look at that slope that I've drawn. That's not a negative slope, it's a positive slope. It's sloping up. Okay, let's correct ourselves. There's my error. Okay, second time lucky. 3 times 2 squared minus 4, and that comes out as 8. Now that actually makes an awful lot more sense visually when I look back to my diagram. I can see that yellow tangent that I drew in, it was definitely increasing. It had to have a positive slope. Yeah, this looks an awful lot more like what it should be. So this 8 is the slope of my tangent. And it's no harm in maths, when you've got a solution, to just go back and see does it make sense in the context of the question that you're doing. And sometimes you'll spot mistakes like that as a result. Okay, on we go. We're not finished yet. We have to find the equation of the tangent. So it's a line, and the formula for the equation of a line is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Don't forget, this is in your log tables on page 18. Okay, so to find the equation, I need to have a point and a slope. So I'm writing those down here. M is equal to 8, that's just my result for my dy dx. My point is 2, 0, and I'm labelling it x1, y1. And now to fill those values into the equation formula. So I've filled my values in, and now I'll just tidy it up a little bit to get it as a nicer looking equation of a line. And it tidies up really nicely to give me y equals 8x minus 16. And that's the equation of the tangent to the curve at the point 2, 0.